Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Today I want to be talking about Binance coin, the ticker symbol's BNB. I just want to share my little opinion, what I think is going to happen within the charts for the next coming weeks to months. I do expect a relatively large pullback if we do break below a certain price level. That price level is $210. If we do fall below this level, as you can see on the charts, it acted as support during the 2021 bull market. Also here, when Bitcoin was trading around that $17,500 low, this was your Terra Luna collapse, and this was when Bitcoin was making those lows at around 17,500. Now, you can see it did wick below just for 1 week. It did get brought up. It managed to close back above that $210 level. Now, you can also see you got that 200-day moving average. It's slowly but surely rising, and you are currently, it is converging at that same price point. Now, in the short term, if BNB does pump up to about $355, up to let's say $357, you could enter into a short position, as I do think that will be a very good risk to reward ratio. I would set a tight stop loss above that level. As you can see, that $357 level acted as key support here, and then it flipped into resistance. You also had that 50-day moving average coming down into it, and it acted as resistance here. It did slightly wick above. This was during the FTX collapse. People were pulling their money out and they were moving it to safer places. Now, you can also see there's a massive volume defined pocket right here. So you can see if we're to fall below that $210 level, I will expect a very fast and quick pullback. Now, because if we have a look over here to the left of when it pumped above, you can see it had that massive 3-bar surge. So for 3 weeks, it just kept closing 3 green positive candles, and they're big candles, not small candles like we're currently in today. These were massive candles. We're talking about 50 to 100% candle moves. So a 3-bar surge, and that's usually a bearish pattern. It did have that 1 week pullback, pulled back about 30%. And then you did go on to make that higher high at about $600, whilst it did have that bearish divergence, and then it did pull back. Now, when something goes up very quickly, it also can come back down very quickly, because when you had a 3-bar surge, it didn't take its time to slowly build market structure, right? So there's no key support and resistance levels until you get down to here, right here around $47, we'll just say $50. That $50 before it had that 3-bar surge, you extend that price level across and you get, that would be your first level of support. You also have this trend line here going from the tops when Bitcoin was trading about $14,000 when it went from 3K up to 14K, then back down during that COVID low down to 3K again. You extend that trend line through the highs, so from about $38 through $50 pivot tops, and then it comes right into contact here where the volume defined pocket is. So this would actually be your first level of support rather than this $47 level. So you would expect it to pull back somewhere in between here if we do manage to get a weekly candle close below that $210 level. It does sound very ludicrous, but I do really, honestly, in my honest opinion, I do expect a pullback. This is just what the charts are showing me, because you've had that massive 3-bar surge up. It didn't build market structure within those 3 weeks. So if we do pull back below that $210 level, if it fails to hold above that level, I do expect a very quick pullback. Just like how it went up very quickly, I will expect a very quick collapse. Now we're talking about 70%. So from this level here, we break below there, down your very first support. That's about 72%. Now, if we go from that trend line, you're talking about 70%. That's down to about $60. So worst case scenario, this does seem very harsh, but if we do go from the lows during Bitcoin's lows at about 3 grand and the March 2020 lows, you extend that out. If we do pull back today, I highly doubt it's going to hit it, but it's around 19.5 cents. So let's just round it up, say $20, worst case scenario. But I do expect it to pull back down in the $60 range is more likely to come into fruition. So anyway, guys, Watch for that level, $355 to $357. You could enter a short position, nibble at a short position there, have a tight stop loss above, 5 to 10% above. Now, if we do break, get a weekly candle close below that $210 level, I do expect a very quick pullback, as it did have a very quick pump. I would expect the same as the downside move. But anyway, guys, that's my price prediction for BNB. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave some comments below what you guys think is going to happen. But anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. 𝗕𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗧 out. Peace.